Batman Boxing Talk. We are back.
We back.
We are back.
I want to say thank you to all the love we got while the Haney Diaz fight was on last weekend. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for everybody who called in.
Yeah, that was fun actually.
Yeah, it was actually fun.
Now we gotta get your old ass.
I'll be up to speed on the next one.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of being in the chat.
We gonna.
But it was good though, cause he was like, it was like we was like, what was it, Lampley and what was it, Lampley and Merchant, and he was like, okay, Jim. I got it. 4 rounds. That
was
Letterman.
Harold Letterman.
Yeah, Harold Letterman. Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the state. We're gonna talk about the 135 division,
as well as good predictions
Yeah, exactly.
on the Loma
And the Loma
versus
Comey.
Comey fight. Who want to start?
Wait, which one we gonna? Well, let's start with Haney and Diaz. What did you think, fellas?
Well, we said what we thought, but we was on camera, so why don't you tell us what you think?
Yeah.
Chat man.
Alan Letterman.
Yeah, Alan Letterman.
I thought Haney was throwing some. I thought Haney boxed very well. People keep saying that the boy has no power, but I didn't see JoJo go out all out to try to get to him. So something was keeping JoJo off of him. He throwing some nice body shots. Throwing the jab well. If I had any problems with Haney, it was just the defense. I mean, a better offensive fighter would capitalize on the things that JoJo couldn't, and that's definitely something I need to see him work on.
I agree, but I disagree to a certain extent. I think Haney did an excellent job. I think he did exactly what he needed to do, but I believe that he allows other people's perception of him to misconstrue what he really is, and what he really is a superior boxer. He needs to stop worrying about trying to knock people out. Go out there, beat the shit out of people, make them look bad, make them look outclassed, and beat Devin Haney. Because the only thing you're going to do is get yourself into a situation that you don't need to be in. Because he, even in that Linares fight, he didn't have to take that shot if he wasn't trying to be something that he's not, which is a knockout guy. And it's okay. Like, go in there, win those fights by a landslide, make these people look like C and D class fighters, and win the fight. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Like, we look at, oh, he did this, he got this. We don't care. We don't say Ali knocked this person out. We say Ali did this. Floyd was 50-0. We don't give a fuck how many of them 50 he knocked out. That's what it boils down to. Winning the fights.
Yeah, that's first and foremost.
Because if you get in there and get your ass caught with something, now you look bad when you didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So just go in there and beat Devin Haney. You're a superb boxer. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to knock nobody out. You can go in there, look good, not get touched, and come out unscathed every fight for the most part.
Name of the game is
hit and not be hit.
Hit and not get hit.
Yeah, but like you said, he's falling into that narrative. See, people are sitting there talking about you're a boring fighter and you going out there trying to be more exciting. But do what you do.
Yeah.
And you're a superior boxer, so do what you do. If you win all 12 rounds, look, knockouts will come. Yeah. Okay, everybody's not going to stand up to all the shots you hit them with. Devin, just be you, man.
You're 22 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll grow into whatever man strength that you need. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, if the knockout come, it come. If it don't, it don't. But the main thing is to win the fight, bro. And you do that. You know what I'm saying? But fuck these people. Because guess what? These same people that's fucking on you about being exciting and all this other shit. As soon as you get your ass caught with something, these same people gonna be the ones saying you got exposed. So go in there, beat Devin Haney, and win the fight. Fuck all that other shit.
Yeah, I couldn't say it better.
But I don't agree. I don't think Devin's pop was keeping JoJo off. Because it got to a point where JoJo wasn't even like reacting to Devin's feints anymore. So I don't think he has pop, and he don't have to, because he's been blessed with another skill of being able to be quick and hit and not be hit, and that's all he got to do. And at the end of the day, I thought Devin put on a hell of a show. I thought he could have been better defensively, but I think his lack of defense was because he was trying to go in there and prove that he hit hard. If you notice, Devin is not sure of himself. After every fight, he's always asking, "How was my pop? How was the power? Oh, what did you think?" Like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? You won. It don't matter how good they thought the power was. Mm-hmm. You got the W and they got the L. That's what it boils down to. But yeah, I thought he did good, man.
I mean, because honestly, if I was a fighter and you beat me, I ain't gonna be honest about your pop. Even if you hurt me, I'm like, you hit like some shit.
Yeah.
But you won. You're a great boxer.
And most fighters are. That's why it ain't no point in being worried about what the next person think. Go out there and win and keep it moving. Simple as that.
If you got to fight like that, make them force you to fight like that.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's it.
I agree. And if he does get the Kambosos fight, I hope he doesn't go there trying to knock Kambosos out or
just be Devin.
And box.
Yeah. Think about it, right? Tank knocks out everybody. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He had one fight where he didn't get a knockout, and now all of a sudden he got exposed.
I know.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, uh-huh.
So they're going to say what they're going to say regardless.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what they can't? You know why Floyd is so can say what the hell he want to say right now? Because they can say he ain't had no pop. They can say he ain't do this. Guess what they can't say? They can't say he lost a fight. That's what they can't say.
Well, I guess moving on into, I'm gonna watch the Cruz and Davis fight tomorrow night. I saw the fight from one angle. I saw the fight from one angle, and I have to say I was impressed with Isak. I love body punches, and Isak was landing some. I mean, he was folding Davis on some of them shots, and Isak gave a good account of himself, especially considering that he was short. It was a short notice for him.
Mm-hmm.
Good action fight. Davis pulled it out, but like I said, Isak Cruz, just like George Kambosos, wasn't expected to do much of anything, and both gave good accounts of themselves. And both have actually made the 135-pound division more exciting. I mean, because normally we talk about 4 people when we talk about that division, maybe 5, but now you got 2 more people to add to the mix.
And to me, that's what it's about. Like, we getting Loma versus Comey.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good fight in my book.
Right.
Loma versus Nakatani was a good fight. Devin versus Jojo Diaz, good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan versus Luke Campbell. You know what I'm saying? So we getting fights. It's just, of course, with those names like Davis and Haney, promotional things and politics are going to be in the way of those fights. And unfortunately, if it doesn't make dollars, it don't make sense. So, I'm not going to say just take what we can get, because I ain't saying pay-per-view for fucking Tank versus Cruz either. But, because I damn sure ain't paying for Ortiz versus Charles Martin or Thurman versus Barrios. So they can kiss my ass.
Did that fight actually happen?
Shit is on pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view for
what? I thought that was just, how people put shit up.
No, that shit is signed January 29th, pay-per-view.
So Barrios coming up to 147.
Mm-hmm. Which, like I said, if y'all want to do a segment on that, I got an interesting take on that. But, yeah. So what else we got? Somebody else fight this weekend. Conor Ben and Chris Algieri.
Yeah.
I don't really care about that. I know we gotta talk about it, but I don't care about that.
I think this is gonna be a good fight.
I don't know what is it. I mean,
I thought it's a step up for Conor Ben.
Yeah, it is. But I thought Algieri was retired. When the last time he fought? 4 years ago.
Algieri just fought like in July or some shit.
Oh, well, did he win?
Yeah,
convincingly.
He got a unanimous decision. But
okay, who would he fight?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But he fought.
Yeah, okay, but he fought.
Algieri said no one calls him out and he ain't gonna take the call. So I guess Conor Ben called his name and he answered the call.
I feel like that's something that we all gotta stop doing. Like, this fucking fight might turn out to be fight of the year.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to see Tank versus Cruz. Turn out to be a good fight.
We wrote that off.
Everybody thought Cambosos was gonna get his ass knocked out in 5.
Yeah,
he got a W.
We did a show. We did a show about that.
Yeah, so
boy, we've been wrong lately.
Yeah, I'm done saying I don't want to see. I'm a boxing fan, so I'm gonna watch it.
I don't want to see
it.
I'm a boxing fan, and I have the right to choose.
You do.
I don't want to watch that fight.
You
I
do.
will watch Lomachenko Comey, but that Conor
somebody else was on the undercard too. Who was on the undercard?
I think it was a female.
Katie Taylor.
I think popular woman boxer.
Katie Taylor is on the undercard, but it's another guy too.
I think Conor Ben and Chris Algieri would be a good fight. I'm interested to see.
Where are they fighting on?
The
Zone. Yeah.
I'll probably watch it then.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it.
You pay $20 a month.
Exactly. Yeah, I might as well watch it. Yeah.
But I think I've learned that a lot of the fights that we write off normally be the best. Like as far as the action in the ring.
But we only been writing off, Brandon, like fights that we were going to watch, right? That was exciting. That we thought, come on, we thought that T.O. was just going to KO Crocodile Dundee. We thought that Isak Cruz was tailor made for Tank.
He wasn't.
I
gave y'all another one. How many of us picked Ugas to beat Pacquiao?
I don't think we even talked about that.
I don't
think that was far fetched though. I really didn't think that was
I did at the time. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't. When I looked at Ugas,
when I saw it, I didn't. I really didn't.
You beat the shit out of Ugas. Ugas slow as fuck.
I said that Ugas has the dimensions to keep Pacquiao off of him, and if he can use them. But I mean, I was shocked.
Yeah, that wasn't too surprising. It wasn't too surprising for me.
It was
Pacquiao, 40 years old. 40. Yeah. He was 41, 42 with that fight.
Yeah, but he was.
I expected him to get beat by Earl.
19 though.
I don't care.
Yeah, no. I expected him to be. Yeah, I expected him to get beat by Earl.
I expected that.
I mean, the Ugas fight, I didn't think he was going to do anything because Ugas is long and his Pacquiao ain't. Man, I saw Ugas, fight Sean Porter. Ugas is not really in bad fights.
He's not.
Yeah.
But
I mean, when he steps, I think he fights to the level of his competition though.
And that's what I didn't see.
Yeah.
Because I never seen him in anything higher than the level of a Sean.
Yeah.
So, which is why I didn't know that he was going to put on the performance that he did with. I honestly thought Pacquiao's foot speed and hand speed would be too fat, even at however old man he is.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I thought he was. He wasn't 30 when okay, so who was a better fighter at the time? Keith Thurman or Ugas? He was 40, bro.
Ugas. Because Keith Thurman was coming off that long layoff. Yes, he was, and he just got hurt to the body. You're wrong. He got clipped. Ugas was the better fighter at that time.
He got clipped by.
Ugas just came over, lost to Porter.
That's Porter though.
No. Exactly. No, I'm telling you,
like, Keith Thurman.
Exactly. It was a close fight.
Yep.
It was. He was a better fighter than Keith Thurman at that time.
Yeah, I might pick Keith Thurman to beat Ugas right now.
Wrong,
I would disagree with you.
Yeah, I disagree with you.
I might take some time right now.
And you might be wrong.
To beat Keith Thurman, to beat Ugas.
You might be wrong.
One time, sometime, no time. Keith Thurman.
Yeah, you said sometimes, no time.
Yeah, because he one time and sometimes he's no time.
Exactly, that's true. Yeah. And you might be wrong. I'm not saying but. Judging from everything that we done experienced over these last couple of weeks, I'm not going to say you're wrong. I said you might be wrong.
He might knock Ugas' ass out.
He might knock him out. You're right.
Yeah, because y'all be disrespectful to Thurman like he didn't really make that Pacquiao fight a close fight. Like,
we did.
Well, you sit there and say, hell, he might get knocked out in January.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
I got a different take on that. But what else we got?
You think they paid Barrios Hall?
Yeah, but ain't no real fighter going to fight Tank, lose, and come back and fight Thurman.
Well, Tank was talking about fighting Thurman.
But that got something to do with one of my takes on that matter. I feel like it's a ploy to see how far off Tank is from beating the Keith Thurman.
But you know what though? Honestly, I think it's to get Keith Thurman to fight because Terrence Crawford mentioned Ugas, Thurman, and Spence.
Man, I'm telling you.
I'm kind of lost on the appeal.
Can I tell you something? What Floyd Mayweather tell you? We're not looking to make any fights outside of our stable. Terrence Crawford ain't in this stable.
Oh, you talking about the PBC?
What Floyd say?
Yeah,
if you working with Al, you working with me.
Mm-hmm. That's what he said.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. But he ain't putting Tank up against. Is he putting Tank up against PBC fights?
Yeah, that's all he fighting is Mario Barrios, Leo Santa Cruz.
What you just said is that there will be no Tank Cambosis. There will be no Tank Haney.
Because one thing about Tank, he already saying he don't want to be undisputed because he don't want to pay all those sanctioning fees.
Yeah.
So I don't see them minding saying, you know what, fuck that belt. Tank gonna bring in fans regardless of whether he got a belt or not.
But so because of that close fight though, I mean, I'm hearing a lot of people talk that, you know, they want to see Tank and, you know, against some of these.
You know how that can be fixed? They put him in a fight and he knock their ass out in 2 or 3 rounds and people are prisoners of the moment and they're going to be right back on the bandwagon.
Exactly. But I think because of that close fight, now people are saying even more so. I mean, they were already saying, you know, they wanted to see those Haney, Tank, you know what I'm saying, and T.O. Tank and all of that. You know,
they said the same thing with Haney.
Yeah. But now that, you know, Tank, you know, he went the distance with Aesop, you know, now everybody said, no, Tank need to step up in competition.
But the thing is, there is no step up. And I've been saying this for the longest time. I don't think any of those guys are light years ahead of each other.
That's
I feel
true.
Like, just like I feel like at 147, Bud can beat Earl on a day where he might be at his best and Earl might not, and vice versa.
That's true.
I feel the same at 135, just like I said a year ago about 154. I don't think Charlo is light years ahead of none of them other guys at 54. J-Rock just had a bad night and had a good night against her had a bad, all that shit. And Charlo had a bad night against Castan. Like none of them motherfuckers are light years ahead of the next in my book. At 135, I think Devin is good.
I will capitulate that that Jared had a bad night because I'm serious. No, I will capitulate that he had a bad night because he has showed up.
I'm talking about my man.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking.
First of all, with all that damn Redskin shit they had on walking out the tunnel.
He was getting paid to put that shit on.
I know.
Shit, they can tell me to wear a FedEx uniform out there if they gonna pay me some good money to wear it out there. Shit.
I'll say this. I mean, as far as Tank Davis go, if he's not gonna fight those top guys, I'm not paying
what
no money.
Top guys?
I mean, I'm talking about. I mean, because Brian Garcia, I really don't care about till he get back in the ring.
Bro.
But Devin Haney and George Kambosos.
Bro, listen. I understand that we are fans of the sport and we have a dreamer's mentality.
Yeah, but
at the end of the day, Floyd already done told you what it is. So, and I'm not about to sit up here and get my hopes up for some shit that he already told me ain't happening.
Well, I thought he was specifically talking about Mayweather promotion.
No.
So
motherfucker said, we not in the business to make no other promoters rich. So.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, what?
But, I mean, like I said, look, Terrence is a free agent. And, I mean, if that's the case, you know, I mean, look, Eddie Hearn had something to do with that, the Canelo thing, didn't he?
What?
Didn't he get paid a little bit? I mean,
he had nothing to do with this last joint.
Yeah.
But Canelo is different. Like, Canelo is like talking about how Floyd was when he could move. It's one thing when you are the guy, you can do what the fuck you want to do. It's another thing when you're a mid-level fighter.
If you're talking to Al Haymon, you're talking about this and all the fucking hate you got for Canelo, how you let Canelo get all that money?
Well, to be honest, we could talk about it in the next segment because I feel like this shit probably already 15 minutes long. But anything else y'all got about the 135? I like what's going on, to be honest.
I love what's going on in 135.
It's the division right
now. And
I
think that they should all mix it up. And I love the way Kambosos is talking.
Yeah, but we know how motherfuckers talk. And
but that's exactly what they do is two different things.
And
it should be an easy fight to make with you and Devin Haney.
I'm going to say this. I feel like whoever fights Kambosos, they need to comply to whatever the fuck he wants.
Exactly.
If he want to go to fucking Australia, they need to go to fucking Australia.
He earned that right.
Real quick, last name I heard actually wasn't Devin Haney, but Lomachenko.
What else if he wins tonight?
Well, I done heard about Lomachenko fighting goddamn Devin Haney.
Yeah.
So I done heard that. Look, they done put Lomachenko in there with, like you said, with Haney. They done talked about him fighting Shakur.
Yeah.
They done talked about Lomachenko
and
fighting
everybody.
everybody.
Stay away from him.
Well, he said he's not interested in moving down.
He better not be.
He still wants to be the undisputed 135 champion. That's what he wants.
Because if he know what I know, he better stay the fuck away. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Now, one thing I will give him credit for, because one thing about me, I'm not a hypocrite. Lomachenko asked for the rematch. He didn't get it. And you know what he's done? He's been busy.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't get the T.O. Nakatani. Okay, let me get him. Okay, Comey. Okay, let me get him. Who's next? He's doing exactly what I said Charlo should have did and Andre should have did. So I have to give him credit for it.
Yeah,
that's true.
And like I said, Devin, great fight with JoJo. I didn't think that was a cherry pick. I thought that was actually a good fight, unlike that Gamboa shit. I like that fight for Devin. Tank, cherry pick gone wrong. But who knows, man? Tank could get back in that with that same motherfucker and knock his ass out in 3 rounds. And then, look,
like I said, we not in the business of giving excuses, but clearly the boy hurt his hand.
Man.
But I mean, I don't go with the boy's hand was hurt. You know,
you know me. Yeah, on one hit.
But I mean, when you clearly see that he wasn't using his hand no more.
Nah, but he stopped after the. My thing is just say he hurt his hand in the 5th round. I don't worry
that's what I'm saying. All that other stuff, you know, the boy's hand was hurting. You know, but Tank said it himself. But I'm not talking about that.
Respect.
Yeah, exactly. He said I'm not talking about that.
Yeah.
He did what he had to do because you heard what Barry told him. Yeah, worry about it tomorrow.
Yeah. You can hurt tomorrow, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, that's the DC.
That's that DC.
But so like I said, I'm excited about 135. I don't think any of those guys are heads and shoulders above. I don't think
who's
any
number one at 35 though?
All of them. Whoever win, because George Cambosa's fucking around beat T.O. Devin to come right beat George Cambosa's tank.
George Cambosa's number one right now.
Oh well, crocodile.
That's right.
Australian.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ferocious.
Now we ain't talking about like you said, far like this. You know, like who will beat who. I'm talking about number one is.
Oh well, right
Crocodile.
now it's Crocodile Dundee.
That's right.
Because he beat T.O.
That's right.
What fight would y'all rather see him take first?
Any of them? It don't matter. I mean,
Esau Cruz.
No, not that shit. No, George Cambosa's Esau Cruz lost.
Dangerous fighter in the division. What?
Man,
I was telling Alan, look, out of all the fighters, because I heard this, out there. I'm not, putting up.
Put him in there with Shakur then. See what happened to him.
Look, I ain't even talking about Shakur. I'm talking about Canelo better not meet him at 160.
Okay. Batman boxes. Batman boxing talk. It's been real. We out.
Yeah.